Knives are cool. And axes too. Hello everybody, Robert Breaker here. And always remember, knives are cool and axes too. Well, today we're going to talk about my carry thing that I carry every day. When I go to town, I usually dress like this, and I'm carrying two things. One we're not going to talk about today, and the other we are. Now you're probably scratching your head going, what's the other thing? Well, it's around here somewhere, and how do I say this? It holds 12, okay? I'll just leave it at that. But today we're not talking about that kind of carry. We're talking about carrying of a knife. And this is my daily carry knife. It is a Gerber S3OV, and I love this knife. Many of you probably remember my first video where I talked about this knife, which was the old timer. That was my first carry knife. When I was a kid, I even carried that to high school, 4 years of high school, carried that in my pocket every day. But I'd like to review this Gerber knife and tell you why I like it so much. So come around this side and let's look at this thing. This is pretty cool to me. And if you were in the military, you might recognize this knife. Some people have told me that they took this knife and they, in the military, handed this out to people. So if you were in the military, you might have had this knife. Now they make another one that's similar, but it has the katana blade. It's straight. I like this one because it's rounded. I just love that rounded. I love the serrated edge. I love the finger holds on that. That fits my hand perfectly. And it has a lock here, and when it's locked, it won't close. When it is unlocked, it closes. I always lock it to carry it in my pocket. And I really like this here, the clip. Got 3 screws in the clip. And I just really like this knife. I like the way that it works. And I got my first one of these at a garage sale for $40. And this one I think I found on eBay. But one of the reasons why I like this knife, this is all metal, so it's very heavy and it fits my hand perfectly. But I like this end piece here too. That is pretty amazing. Go back over there and let me show you why. It's very hard, and boy, that could be a skull breaker. So if something, God forbid, happens, and I'm walking around and let's say some crazy person comes at me, or let's say it's the zombie apocalypse and some zombie comes and grabs me and he's got his arms around me, I can't pull it out in time to use it. The first thought I have is just pull it out and use that right there and just boom, bang them in the skull. And that would hurt. And if someone's attacking me, that would probably make them let their arms go and let me get away. So this right here is my all around cool knife that I like to carry. I just love the shape, I love the weight, I love the design, I love the locking mechanism so that I know that it's locked, and I love the way that I can use it with one hand. This is what I like so much about this knife. I usually carry it right here. See it? It's sticking out. And by the way, when I'm in town and I see a guy and he's got his knife like this, I always go up to him and go, hey, what kind of knife you carry? They never ask me that. I don't know why. I guess I'm more interested than they are. And I always like to talk to guys and get to know them and say, hey, what kind of knife do you carry? But I pull this one out with one hand, unlock, do that, do whatever I need to do with it, and I always keep it locked. Then I unlock, and then one hand, and put it back. So this is why I like this. Can't really do that with the little old timer. It's more of a two-hander. But this is my carry knife. Now, for a while there, I had a different carry knife. It was this one. And I went to a, what was it, a flea market. Come on over here again. And I found this thing at a flea market. And it's a Benchmade. And the guy was selling it, and if you know this knife's probably a $150 knife. The guy was selling it for way over half that. And he sold it to me, and it is a 154 CM Benchmade, and he sold it to me. And after he sold it to me, he was following me. Please sell it back. I want my knife back. I shouldn't have sold it. He said I needed some money, but sell it. But it's very comparable to the Gerber knife. And by the way, let me show you how much the guy has used it. I actually have a new one that is the same knife. Yes, 154 CM. 154 CM. This I got at a garage sale. in the box. Dun dun dun. So we're actually doing our first unboxing. Ah. And this knife here is a Benchmade. It has a lock also. But look at the difference. So when I bought this one used, I actually bought this one before this one, I looked and I said, something looks funny on that blade. That guy must have sharpened the snot out of it. And as you look, yeah, he sharpened a lot on that blade. But this Benchmade I got at a flea market or something in the box for way, way cheaper than what they go for. I don't like paying full retail on knives, but for a while there, I gave one of mine away, this one, like this one, and I gave it away and I was without my carry knife for a little while. And then I got this one, and this was my carry knife, this Benchmade. And Benchmade makes very good knives, but boy, is this one worn. And it's a one-hander too. You can do the one-hand thing. This one's dirty, so it doesn't always open all the way. And it has the lock. But I finally found this one. I believe I got this one on eBay. And again, these are very hard to find because they usually sell the other style that is the Kitano blade that's straight. And I like the curve a lot. So there is my carry knife. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked it. Oh, by the way, yeah. Went to Oklahoma here a couple months ago. My mom took a spill and broke her hip. And I forgot to take my knife with me, my carry knife. And I found this thing at a, and it's got a lock on it also. And I found it at a flea market. And it is another one-hander. And to me, it's all about the one-hander. So look at this one. Luzon, it says. That would be the Philippines, I believe. And you will see this knife in another video with a bigger one. And we'll talk about navajas. But this is a Luzon, and this thing is so sharp. It's made by Cold Steel. And boy, is it sharp. And I like that it has a lock there too. And I like that it's a one-hander. Now there's one other carry knife that I don't have because I've given it away so many times. And that carry knife is going to be shown at another time. It's a Schrade, and I carried that while I was in Bible school, and I gave it away to a lot of men at Bible school. So I just wanted to show you these and let you see what my carry knives were. And this one's kind of cool, my friend, he hated it because he said, well, you got these little things on either side that will, you know, catch your pocket or whatever. But this is my carry knife, the Gerber S3OV, if you can find it, with the curve. And these are just some of the carry knives that I've had. So go back over there. And so that's it. I guess from time to time I might have my wife weigh in too. Is she out here? Yeah, come on, run on over. And I'll have her as well sometimes help in the reviewing of knives and such because she has such a wealth of knowledge when it comes to knives as well as do I. So this is my wife, Laura. Laura, what do you have to say in reviewing of these knives?
I don't care.
Words of wisdom, amen. As you probably know, men and women are a little bit different. So words of wisdom right there. I don't care. But maybe someday she will. She has some knives she likes too. So maybe one day she'll do another review. So I hope you've enjoyed this. And again, I love this carry knife, this Gerber. This could also be used as a glass breaker. And see, these others don't have that. And I like that peace of mind. You could also tie a thing in there for something to put on your belt or something so you don't lose it. But there's my carry knife. And I'll open these up, let you come look at them. And that'll be this video. And again, I'm missing probably 2 more that are knives that I carried for a while. But come around this way and look at those. And we'll see you next time on Knives Are Cool and Axes Too. Knives are cool and axes too.